What is the longest continuous shot in a film of all time? The answer may surprise you. Hey everyone, it's David Chen. I typically talk about TV, movies, tech, and the media, and I want to tell you about the longest shot in a movie ever made. Now, when I first heard about this, I originally thought it would be from a movie like Russian Ark, which is about an hour and a half long, or Victoria, which is over 2 hours long. Both movies I really enjoyed, by the way. But in fact, the longest continuous shot in a movie of all time is a 10-hour, 7-minute long film by Charlie Shackleton called Paint Drying. The entire movie just shows paint drying, as you might surmise, but the backstory is pretty interesting. You see, in 2016, Charlie wanted to protest the British Board of Film Classification. He believed that the BBFC not only censored too many works, but that their practices were punitive for independent filmmakers. See, it turns out if you want your film released in the UK, it has to be classified by the BBFC. Unlike in the US or other countries where you could release an independent film unrated, for instance. As part of the mandatory classification process, they need to review the film under cinema conditions, but they don't just do this for free out of the goodness of their hearts. They actually charge you a rate based on how long the film is. I'll let Charlie explain in this Kickstarter video for paint drying.
The BBFC's submission fee is £101.50, plus £7.09 per minute of runtime.
This means you need to spend hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to get your film reviewed, which is a lot of money if you're an independent filmmaker. So Charlie decided he was going to protest the BBFC by forcing them to watch one of the longest movies ever made that just happened to have the longest continuous shot of all time in a film. Charlie launched a Kickstarter, explained he was going to make a film of paint drying, and that however much money he raised, that would be how long the film was. He eventually raised around £5,900, which allowed him to make a film of around 10 hours in length. His objective was to troll the ratings board a little bit, but also get people talking about the BBFC's practices. So, did paint drying succeed? Well, the BBFC did watch the entire film, apparently in 2 sittings, and they rated it U for Universal, which basically means there's no material likely to offend or harm. The film got international attention and was written about in many publications, and it's currently rated at 8.8 out of 10 on IMDb, which, by the way, is a lot better than a lot of movies that were released this year. My favorite review from IMDb is from someone who calls the movie too fast-paced, but overall pretty good. That writer said, "I hope they continue with this series. I always wanted to watch concrete curing in real time, or maybe in an epic about continents drifting." Anyway, not bad for a 10-hour film about paint drying. Great work, Charlie. I'm David Chen. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving me a like, follow, and subscribe. Thanks.